once I finish, then we can basically do that, right? All right, guys. And then this is the call to action right here. Yeah. So more or less, it just basically says what I want you guys to do after listening to this. Subscribe to the podcast the way I see it, which we have there. Subscribe to the YouTube, follow us on Twitter, or follow us on Patreon and support us. Yeah. So it's pretty short on debt management, but I'm just going to take the questions now, if you don't mind. Yes, so normally, yes. So thanks. Am I going to post the slides after the session? Yes, I do. Once the slides are over, I normally post the slides on Twitter and on YouTube, so you can get a full, you get all this slide and the video after the session. Yeah. What else? You want to go back to which slide? You have to be specific. What slide are you talking about? Oh, okay. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So this is just like I said. This is also yeah. This is just how I prefer you do it. Organize yourself. Get the strategy. That's if it's going to be avalanche or if it's going to be snowball. Talk to your creditors. Try to get a discount first of all before you start to pay. After you get a discount, then you create a budget. If you don't have a budget, then if you don't have a discount, create the budget to what you have, reduce your spending, and then stick to the budget. It has to be a strategy, basically. Yeah. Is it wise to use a loan to start a new business? Well, I don't know how much you want to use for the new business, but I would say this: if you're going to start a new business, it's a high risk, and it's high risk. You're not sure if your business is going to succeed or fail. So I would prefer you use what's called patient capital, or capital is not going to charge you interest for a brand new business. You should be looking more of equity. So venture capital, angel investing, people that can give you money without charging you an interest rate. That's what I would advise you to do. If you are starting a business, try to look for account for loans or for financing that is not fixed in term and in tenure. If you take a bank loan, even if you make a profit or you do not make a profit, you have to make a return back to the bank. But if you take venture capital funds from your family, your friends, from a VC, from an angel fund, you don't have to make those constant payments back to the bank. So you're able to patiently invest that money and do a turnaround. So for me, I would say if you can avoid bank loans for brand new business, try to use your savings or investments from your family and your friends and from angel investors like a seed capital and all that before you go to borrow. You should use the bank borrowings for working capital, which means if you have a contract to supply somebody something or so, you can go to the bank and borrow money to execute that contract, not to run the business, but to fund that contract. So if someone gives you, or you start a business, someone says, supply me this, you don't have the money. Yes, you can go to the bank to borrow funds to run that supply, but not to pay salaries and not to run your business. That would be a killer for you. To borrow money to pay salaries, that's going to be a killer for you. All right, guys. So it looks like we're good. If there's no other question, we can call today, guys. We'll call it a day early and we move on. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you gotta tell me the slide you want, so that I can move to the slide. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. If you guys have no questions or have taken two, then we can call today, guys, and do it early. And I'll see you guys next week. All good? All right, super. All right, thank you so much. I'll see you all. You guys have a good one. Guy jumps in. All right, take care.